A text explores a variety of experiences that allows us to question them. A good text has many impacts, both positive and negative, on our sense of identity. Texts have the capacity to explore many things, like culture, which may challenge our opinions, allowing us to reflect and challenge our own understanding. Education, which helps us learn different things in life and being able to understand what things mean. And finally, foods, which allow us to create different things within our culture and other cultures. Language has many powers, and it can be used to affirm, ignore, reveal, challenge, or disrupt assumptions and beliefs about ourselves. Sarrinah talks about her culture a lot in the play, and as an audience, it challenges us, as we think that the way we perceive Muslim people and all the stereotypes as well, such as all Muslims are terrorists, when really they're not. Muslim people are so scared that they're going to get judged because of their culture. This is all started because of 9/11. People in our community can also relate to these experiences because these are experiences that they have faced. In the play, Sarrinah expresses her culture in specific ways such as fasting, where she says, "I won't have a drink of water because it's Ramadan and I'm fasting." Although in some parts of Sarrinah's cultural identity, she doesn't like to participate. For example, Sarrinah chooses not to wear the hijab due to her experience in Afghanistan when her daughter's childcare got bombed. This has negatively impacted Sarrinah's well-being and has affected her. It also upset Sarrinah, as you can tell by the use of the ellipses, showing that she needs to pause as she'll get upset and emotional. Sarrinah also explains that not many job opportunities are available when wearing the hijab, as Sarrinah says, "No, I have not seen many checkout girls wearing a headscarf, that's all." This also affects Sarrinah's decision not to wear the hijab, as she knows it is so hard for her to get a job as it is. She has many work qualifications, but none of them are recognised in Australia due to our society. Shafana is wanting to wear the hijab. This is the main symbolism of the play. Shafana has not seen any of the experiences that her auntie Sarrinah has faced. Therefore, she doesn't think anything majorly about wearing the hijab. We all now know as an audience that wearing a hijab is not forced upon an individual, it's up to their choice, and it is a big thing for the Muslim individual. For example, Shafana is worried as she says, "I think that some people will stare at me more because of it. I think that in some ways it can be seen as a symbol or something. Some misunderstanding about who I am." The use of ellipses shows that Shafana is worried and that she is emotional. Shafana also says, "I think that people might see the scarf first instead of me," which is judging a book by its cover, and it is discrimination. Because of this play, the audience sees that there are many different ways to engage with culture and being cultural. Some can show it by wearing the hijab, and some can secretly do it without anyone knowing, such as fasting. This is a major experience for Muslims in our community and is part of their life and shapes their cultural identity. The use of Sarrinah using the words Ramadan makes the audience know that she is strict. Education is another experience that leads to our sense of identity and the way we see things. Start of this play, the stage directions are given. It starts off with Shafana's monologue, starting off in a laboratory surrounded by jars of preserving solution, and she's rehearsing the speech. This is showing the audience that Shafana really cares about her education, as she rehearses her speeches so that she wants it to be perfect. Another thing Shafana does is she uses a lot of scientific jargon, such as this molten quartz studded with iron, copper, zinc, nickel and hydrogen sulfide. Shafana was not brought up with the best education, as she was moving around constantly and was 14 and went straight into high school. We know this as a stage direction is given to Shafana, and she speaks to the audience, breaking the fourth wall, and starts the scene with the soliloquy. Sarrinah has worked very hard, and as she has explained to the audience about her past educational experiences. She starts off with the soliloquy. "Eventually, I got a job on a project, but I did not last." The use of the ellipses shows that she needs to pause due to feeling emotional. Sarrinah now goes to university again, and this makes the audience know that she does not give up, she's a confident woman. Food is another human experience that impacts our sense of identity. Food is essential for our daily life and is a human need. Food is talked a lot during this play, mainly by Sarrinah, as Sarrinah plays a mother figure of Shafana by cooking her dinner every night. In the play, they integrate the Afghan food into society, blending Middle Eastern culture with Western society, and it impacts their identity. The stage directions and speech directions of Sarrinah is given. They are. Sarrinah is in her kitchen, surrounded by jars of preserved food. She speaks as if she is on camera and impersonates Nigella Lawson. That is convincing. All the head tossing and the pouting. She creates an illusion of wanting to be an Afghan Australian Nigella. In Australia, we are a very multicultural country that sells many of different foods, not just Australian foods, but most cultures. For example, when you're in a food court in Parramatta Westfields, are they just Australian foods? No. There's many different foods from all cultures. Middle Eastern cultured foods, Indian foods, Asian foods, Mexican foods, and many more. Shafana talks to Sarrinah about how much she loves her cooking. She uses cultural references to the food, such as quibbly, bologna, and sabzi. These are all traditional Afghan foods. The human experiences of food really creates and shapes an individual's sense of identity, as food is a need. Food is very important in some people's lives and cultures. In conclusion, to sum up my whole TED Talk, all factors such as culture, education, and food really shape a person's sense of identity, not only for themselves, but for their friends, family, and even their community. Thanks so much for listening.